For the first time in Carma Quotient, we interview co-founders today. Aneesh and Novella together started MyLabYogi, and this is the story of their journey. So tell us, how did you decide to become entrepreneurs, and how has the ride been so far?
Hi, my name is Aneesh Khanna. That's my co-founder Novella Lawrence, and that's the LabYogi. We set up MyLabYogi.com in Jan of this year. We wanted to build MyLabYogi as a one-window diagnostic platform for all diagnostic needs. We spent about close to a decade each in corporate life, and we realized working with large healthcare and diagnostic companies that they keep looking at the patient as a patient, patient-focused organizations. We wanted to change that and said, we want to create a service delivery organization in healthcare which is customer-centric and not patient-focused. And truly that was the trigger of becoming entrepreneurs. And we always told ourselves what a small company can do, a big company can never do in the service delivery part of the business. And that's where we said we'll scale the business, but we'll stay nimble as a startup. We'll keep doing the things that we did as a small company and build this into a large organization.
Based on my work experience, I feel that there is a serious lacunae in the service delivery. Things like personal touches, listening to the customer's needs, customization of services is what MyLabYogi makes a difference in. That's when we started our journey.
We've all heard the pros and cons of having co-founders when starting your own venture. How important has it been to MyLabYogi to have the two of you?
People keep asking us, is it tough to start on your own? Do you need co-founders? I keep telling them that don't underestimate the amount of work there is in a small company. You may be 2, 4, 10 people, but there are key portfolios like sales, marketing, technology, operations, and their support functions. There's legal compliance, there's accounts, finance. You need the co-founders to come on board and take those key portfolios and take them head on and run the organization. And that's important. The other part which people often don't think about is entrepreneurship seems glamorous. There are a lot of people who are starting up, and doing good things with their companies, but essentially it's still lonely. At the end of the day, it's a lonely journey. The buck stops with you, and you need to make those decisions yourself. That's where it's good at the end of the day. You want to get a drink with someone, identify what problems there are, and find a quick fix to that.
Believe in me, as an entrepreneur, you are everything, right from the office boy to the director. And there's tons of paperwork to be done. I think people underestimate that. But having someone who shares the same passion, the same vision, and believes in the model is a blessing in disguise. And being a bootstrapped company, employing the right talent is very difficult. So having a co-founder with complementary skills helps in doing multiple tasks at the same time, and it's a joy to work together.
Tell us more about your baby, MyLabYogi.
MyLabYogi essentially today has been built as a one-window platform for diagnostic needs. If you get online today, you can read about pathology tests, diagnostic tests. You can read about what disease you are actually getting tested for. Get empowered by that entire information. You can then book a test online. You can compare the various laboratories which are quality and reputed labs on price, on the quality accreditation that they have. You can read about them. You can see photographs and make an informed democratic decision. And that's not available anywhere in healthcare today. And that's the difference. That's the reason we started up to create something new in the diagnostic ecosystem. And we said, how do we close that loop? How do we ensure that the last mile service delivery is great? So we built a team which actually goes home to do the blood collection, and that completed that whole end-to-end service offering in healthcare.
I think the LabYogi would agree and wants to say something as well. So the team is handpicked. We have put in a lot of effort in training them in soft skills and systems, processes. We have tried to inculcate a pride in them in what they do, and we've equipped them with kits which have small things as different types of syringes, gloves, sanitizers, small disposable containers, temperature control containers, a field application. All this is to give them a sense of pride and efficiency in what they do, and I think this what goes a long way in making a difference, and the customer feels the change when someone comes home from MyLabYogi.
I think at this point of the business, pride is all you have. There's not a lot of money, you don't have a large corporate organization, you don't have 100 people. If you know at the end of the day that you can sleep well knowing that you made a difference, create something new in the market that you currently operate in, that's what we build startup companies for.
Any advice to our viewers and other budding entrepreneurs?
So people keep asking us, what do you have to share with other entrepreneurs? There's no great success story today. We're building one. But what we can share is what we did wrong in the early part, and we did a whole lot of things wrong. We spent about a year in the pre-operative phase, but I'll list down a few important things. You know, we all sit in cafes and we write on a paper napkin, we said this is the money that we need, multiply by that by 4. That's your seed capital. Don't underestimate how important core functions are. Keep the core functions in-house, don't outsource them. Third, there's a lot of good news about funding out there. Keep your head straight. Funding will be available, but you've got to build an investable organization with a long term. Funding is a means to an end. It's not an end in itself. Lastly, don't underestimate legal financial counsel in the early part of the business. You may be a small company, but you still need to get the legal compliance and the paperwork done in order.
One of the important lessons that we learned early on is do not waste time on a pre-operative phase. If you have a framework that works, just launch in the market. Be prepared to evolve your model based on customer feedback and the market pulse. Do not be married to the idea. And
I think the important thing is, you know, if you feel it, you feel it in your gut, just go out there and start up.
Karma is proud to have mentored MyLabYogi and Aneesh and Novella.